Howdy, howdy. Oh, I'm glad that you popped up. Hey, my daughter went through her first box of pennies. You want to see what the hell she got? Man, she lucky. She lucky. Check this out. She went buck on him. She went buck. Yeah, you want to know what? We're just gonna do each one through X-ray specs first before we get on with this nickel hunt. Because I wanted to make sure I got on, but I really got to be up early in the morning. I got all sorts of shit to do before work, but uh, at least give you this. Next time we get on, we're gonna do pennies. It's just they. I want to be on. You know how long they take, which is a good thing. She likes to collect the wheat pennies. I don't know why. I end up getting her a book, but like this is what I'm showing you is all came from just one box. She went through it because she wants to start doing what I'm doing. So I figured I'd look out for her, So she she's taking the strive. That's number one for you though. I mean, you think we set the bar high on our first box? Sheesh. She went buck on them. She went buck. I'm showing you everything. Like, and this is just what she pulled. She pulled the foreign coins and the wheat pennies. So I don't know what else is in the other ones. I'm gonna check them out. Maybe we'll do them tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just showing you one by one what she got. And it's gonna march you one by one. Hurrah, hurrah. I mean, I couldn't believe she was cranking it out. Because this morning before she went to work, she come in and she goes, "You want to see what I got?" I said, "Of course I do, man." Messed me up. I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "You really got it." I mean, she just what she was looking for is what she found. I'll tell you that. She was so damn happy. Like I said, she was blowing us out the water. I think I believe, yeah, we're gonna keep going because, like I said, that she had a handful. I was like, "Holy shit, you fucking just, man, you knocking it out of the park over here." Oh yeah, and it ain't done yet. Like I said, I didn't look through any of the other stuff. Like I said, I need to start looking at, well, which ones are the West Points because most of them, from what I gather, don't have the mint mark on it. So you gotta be real vigilant. But yeah, she's really taking hold with this, and it's awesome. But I, hey, you going? That's 8 already. Oops, sorry, my bad. Yeah, there you go. I was like, what the hell? And a lot of these are clean and healthy as hell. I was like, I don't know how you yanked this many from a damn box. Look at that. Hey, look at that Liberty. It's a 7. You got a 7 for a Liberty and shit. Hell no. Hell no. They were hugging the floor to hold on when they did that one. I don't know what happened there. I don't even see what the other part of the they just I know it's supposed to be a T, but like, oh well. But yeah, she was killing it. Look at this natural toning on this one. God. Look at that fucking natural toning. It's fucking better than sex. Here we go, though. Like, we keep going. Like I said, she destroyed it. And this ain't it. This I'm just showing you her the wheat pennies first. Then you're gonna see this crazy shit. She went fucking boohoo bonkers on, we claim them NIFCs just because they're foreign, so they're not supposed to be. They're not intended for our circulation. But wait till I show you after I get done with these wheat pennies. That 48 proof. So she cracked one of those. Yeah, yeah. And then here's the last wheat penny. I'm gonna show you. Look how clean this one is. I mean, you can tell it's a bit worn out, but 29. And then here, check this out. This is where it gets kooky. Very kooky, good. So bear with me, because this is, I was like, damn, you did good on what you were looking for. But she's like, I noticed you be yanking this too, so I want to show you. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. So here we go. Beautiful natural toning on these. And we yanked a few of these too. But wait, hey, she went fucking berserk. I mean, hey, here, let me just tell you this thing. You're going to see 3 different successors on here, including the last king prior to Charles Don't Count. Before like I said, she went nuts. Yeah, hey, you know how we pulled a big boy? The 5th? Now here it is. We're gonna start go. Hey, let them do it again. Yeah, watch. You're gonna be like, what the hell? We're gonna get this one out of the way. Yeah, we're like, yes, yeah. Yeah, this is where it starts getting a little kooky. She was hitting him. She was hitting him hard. She was hitting him hard. Hit shoot. Oh, like that design. They must have changed it up the year prior of the one I just showed you. Oops. Now, hey, watch this. This is where she got me with all this crazy shit. Look. Oops. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn, you fucking whipped. You went Burke. Almost remind me of when we cracked them right here. Yeah, I was like, damn. You really ripped it up. You really tore it up. But yeah, that's what she just yanked from the box of pennies she went through last night on her own. Because I wanted to start like she was like going through rolls prior and then passing them to me on like the last live. Because she wanted to start getting into it. She wants to collaborate with me and start her own channel. So I'm like, okay. So with me being able to have the luxury to get extra boxes of pennies, it's like, why not? She wants to brush up on it the way I want to. She might know more about pennies by the time she starts wanting to take a blast up because, like I said, she'd be collecting all these damn wheats. But yeah, she got like 12.5 of these wheats, one of them being a proof. And then, like I said, she went nuts with these Canadian. I mean, seriously, to get 3 different variants and back. I was like, damn, you really know how to fucking. You raised the bar pretty high on us. She was like, the only thing I didn't get that you got was an Indian head. I'm like, you behave, you. You might be 18, but you gonna behave. She was rubbing it in, though, but yeah. I wanted to show y'all these because, like I said, she went nuts. But we gonna pick up where we left off. But yeah, all I could think about was when we yanked this guy. When we yanked this guy, when I seen that small one, I was like, wow, you pulled one? And I said, I pulled one. She didn't know this was a penny. I was like, yeah, I've got a King George V, but we found in a 50 cent roll hunt. She found her King George V in a fucking penny hunt, which I think is crazy but epic. But when I showed this to her, she goes, "Oh, it is the same guy." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Why is the coin bigger?" I said, "Semantics, politics, just the way how things work." You know, a lot of people don't give they don't give recognition to the penny, let alone, you know, any of that. Without the penny or the half cent, 2 cent, we wouldn't have these other coins to go through. I mean, it all started with them. So people got to learn to behave and, you know, respect. You know, this morning we cracked our seventh Northern Yak. Hell yeah. And you know, the last time before that, we got two Northern Yaks, one of them being a proof. But yeah, we cracked our seventh Northern Yak. But yeah, we're going to get that proof, that 41 proof in fucking brilliant condition we yanked. I'm going to get that one graded. But yeah, we found a lot of NFCs this morning, NIFCs. But yeah, that Northern Yak was nice. Fucking Copper was like, holy shit, no way. Yeah, we were killing it. All right, wish everybody good fortunes in the wars to come. And now it begins. Yeah, I mean, we got so into it this morning that I think I ended up pushing almost 3 hours. Yeah, just to try to make up. We found 4 2024s, which are very, very low mint run, which was decent. But we found some real clean proofs and strikes. Nothing new like that 2019, but still like epic stuff and a lot of old skis. Some decent airs too. Real decent airs. I got to start pulling the 75Ds out because I noticed if they got the mint mark real close to the date, that's a nice gob stomper. But yeah, I'm going to try to get as many. I'm going to start the penny brick pavers union and shit. No, because I have a way to where I could pretty much get as many pennies as I want at this point. And I don't like I said, you just got to be resourceful and transparent. But yeah, last time I went in there physically, they gave me 2 boxes. Then I heard them go, "We got to order more." And I was like, maybe you should double down on that order you're about to place. Been keeping all the old skis too, man, because I'm telling you, people don't realize they be sleeping on them, man. Man, some of them 40s and 30s, man, I'm telling you, they healthy as hell. Honestly, pretty good. I mean, I'm mentally and physically diminished because I just started back work on the 6th, but like, I love it. You know, like I said, they leave me to my own device. I've been training people for the new department about to open, and yeah, it's been a long time coming. But you know, I'm taking care of my ma. She comes first, so that's why I'm out on an FMLA leave, and you know, I'm back because you know I actually have somebody helping me a little bit. Thank God for some family, but at least I have the luxury to go back to work, and that's all that matters, and it feels good. That's why I haven't been on here every day the way I wanted to. And the thing is, I fucked up bad when I've realized, because when I realized that I was gonna go back to work right then and there, like when I gave them the paper on the 6th, they're like, "Well, welcome back. You're starting 20." You know, I don't like to run off assumptions, but most of the time, you know, it's towards the end of the week. They just, well, let's just start Monday. When I heard that, I had to go out and get ready. That's why I left everybody a message on here. Like, hey, ooh, a 53er. Ooh. Remember, everybody, doubt is the true enemy. Time and patience is the true counter. Before we show this 53, you guys just got to know. All you got to do is have some faith in yourself and save the manatees. Ooh. The 53er. It's a Denver dump, but that's okay. Shit, I still can't get over my daughter plucking all them fucking killer fucking coins out of her first box of pennies. I think she blew us out. But she's like, I was looking for Indian heads too. But she really loves the wheat pennies. And she got a shit. I couldn't believe how many she got out of that box. That's why I gave her that 1 penny book I got that starts right there on the wheat time, closes up. I said, start filling this fucker in. I said, just like her barber dime that she found when we were out relic hunting for bottles and in cans. We ain't got no metal detector. We're just digging with sticks and, garnering shit. And she finds that damn 1912 barber dime in fucking immaculate condition. That's what really pulled her in. Then she's like, Dad, I like coins. And she goes, we weren't even looking for coins. I said, I know. She goes, I want to start doing this with you. I said, no doubt. Say less. I said, you already are. So, yeah, she went through her first box last night and it was like, yeah. I couldn't believe this morning when she showed me. I was like, jeez, how the hell did you get a King George V penny? How the hell did you get 3 different fucking variants of this penny? Like, you got all sorts of stuff. And then you went crazy with the wheats. Yeah, that's a good thing. You're damn right. I had to bring out the big manatee the mush turn somebody into a wet stained lump of hair this morning. Had people on here thinking they were getting funny with me. I mean, I wasn't paying attention for the most part, but then when I had to like stop to do things and I'm glancing, I'm like, really? It was getting nipped in the bud, but you know how they are. They set themselves up to get knocked down like them dominoes. It'll be all right. I wonder what the new nickel's going to look like this coming year. Because, they're doing that and they're changing the composition of it too. So, that's going to be that's going to be something. Man, I've been finding some 2000s that just look super clean. Oh, you did? You found a fucking, yeah? Post it on the page. Hiya, Cherry. Hiya, hiya. You want to see a fucking quarter that I got? I was going through my laundry, doing laundry, and I heard some jingling in one of the pants pockets, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. It ain't super special, but I thought it was healthy as hell. I'll find it wherever the hell it went. I'll show y'all, but right, no, that's what proves it. Let me go through this first. Let's do this. Yeah, I really got to find some time to start like studying up. Yeah, or it could, it could be a number of things that make that happen. Usually, you find it in the dirt, and the son of a bitch is brown, looking like a radar detector finding stuff. Oh, I found this son of a gun though. Hey, I got this. This was in change. I don't know, from a gas station or something. I was like, damn, how do I become a class these clean? I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the hell? But look at his hand. I don't know if that makes a big difference, but it's just so clean for being bicentennial. And I mean, I know it's nothing like that Clad Strike double die that we're going to have done. Because, we can pull out a normal one right now and look at one. Your average drummer boy is going to be looking like this. You're going to see all his fingers. That's what some of your average one would look like. But when you look at that one's prepared to fucking perform. He's a champion absent Wheaties. Look at that shit, and look how clean it is. Like, how do you like when when they come across this, I'm like, geez. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Cherry. They are, but look how slick that is for how old it is. I mean, that motherfucker got the makings of a varsity athlete. I mean, you know how we love this one that we pulled. And this one's like a triple die. Clad. It's a clad strike. Triple die. Obverse and reverse. Double die. Obverse and reverse. Clad strike. I mean, this motherfucker's the super champion absent Wheaties. I mean, because you can line it up and there ain't no getting around it. You thought this one was the big boy. This one got anthoplasty. It wanted to get all pumped up. And you know, we pulled our strike. Our proof. Remember when we pulled our proof? You know, so this is another one's gonna get graded for sure. But this proof right here we pulled a couple months back. God, I loved it. I can't, you know, it reminded me of the one I pulled out of my pocket yesterday. You know, I was like, how are you so damn clean and still got that mirror cameo and your frosted minute Prater not unblemished? But you know, so you know, I'm able to look at these and you know tell you know. But yeah, I'm really loving this one though. I can't believe I got in some change. I was like, you know, this is one of them. Hey, this is what you call one of them fucking good problems. Oh yeah, but this one right here, I can't wait. I can't wait to dump that one on. We're going. Hey, wait till that son bitch come back. It might be the maker that moves mountains. Just like my very first air with you guys, right here. You know. I call it the Jekyll and Hyde coin because one side's cool, the other side's hot and bothered. It's not this side that you worry about. But this is what got me looking for airs. And that's why you wanna have them vetted and graded because then they get certified. Then there's no room for speculation. It's registered as an asset. Depending on what it is, you might just be making some. But like, this was my very, very first air. And it was done during my very first nickel hunt ever. And I did it with y'all. So, you know, it was awesome. It was very epic. But this is my very, very first air. And this is what got me looking for airs everywhere. Because airs is the bread and butter to coins. A lot of people don't realize that. They just don't realize it and they don't take it into consideration. I mean, it doesn't end when it comes to airs. Everything else is very simple, straightforward, and coy. And it doesn't have a long road until you hit a brick wall. When it comes to airs, unlimited weapons in the repertoire. It just doesn't stop. But yeah, like I said, you got to have faith and save the manatees. Ooh. Either or, I know it's an air, but it won't be certified until it gets graded. So that's just all there is to it. Whether we all know it's an air or not, it's not certified until it's graded. So that's what makes it official and makes it to where if somebody wants to argue it, they can go argue with the grading company or go rub one out with a cheese grater because nothing good's going to come of them. And they're, you know, like when I pulled that 41 strike or proof Buffalo nickel. Yeah, so somebody was just like, oh, it's fake. All right, buddy. You're the baloney. You're the baloney, man. I mean, there's no getting around it. I mean, that son of a bitch is so healthy. And I mean, it's one of the healthiest ones we ever got. I mean, you just don't find coins that healthy, especially an NIFC. Oh, it's fake. No, I think you're fake. That's what I said to him when he said, oh, I think it's fake. I said, no, I think it's your fake. I think that you're faker than baloney. You ain't on shit. Go get off your fucking soapbox. Stop being a fucking coy coward. We'll find out how fake it is because it's getting sent in. It's an NIFC. We exclusively look for that. So guess what? We're going to find out how fucking fake it is, ain't we? Isn't that something? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, we found our 7th one this morning. But like I said, you see most of them, they're so worn out, like a doorknob, everybody had to turn. But the prior hunt that we did, the last 4 rolls had 2 buffaloes in it, a 2019 proof. This is our youngest proof right here. Yeah, the last 4 rolls had 2 buffaloes, the proof buffalo, and then that other one that's real healthy where you can read the year. It was unbelievable, just like these. Oh, I can't believe how clean these strikes are. You just don't, we found those during the hunt too. You just don't find them. And the natural toning. Oh, yeah. Better than sex. Oh, yes. Make you feel like Juno upon cloud. Ain't no getting around that shit. And like I said, it's to the point where I've been just when I get boxes of paint, none of that shit goes back into circulation. It's in captivity because you could never go through your pennies enough. I need to really brush up on it because there's a lot of those airs that I don't know about, like those AM airs and this and that, and we found some crazy airs, double mint marks on it and shit like that. Not no double die, two mint marks on it on a penny. You know, that's the type of shit that we like though. Oh, and she found about a dozen of the 2009, all 5 variants. That's another thing that she had off to the side. That's a nice 66. Oh, God, that's a little D for a 70. That's a tiny D. What the hell's on there? Better stop. Oh, and I also found one. When I'm trying to find it again, I know it's in the other. I know it's somewhere else, but we found a decent older nickel die clash. I really got to find it and pull it out because that one needs to get graded too. The hell? Yeah, I guess that's just him going to be all hot and bothered. I'm not gonna get in a twist about it. He's just trying to make it through to the test of time. Wonder if we'll find any more 24s. Just like the little buffaloes she likes. So she collects all the little buffaloes. And she's already like looking for like the speared, the air. Almost like looking for the wounded eagle on the Sacagaweas. The hell is going on with you? I've been finding a lot of. I think they wore the fucking strikes and the planchets and the dies out when they were running a lot of these because you be getting this craziness. I be finding a lot of fucking die clash stuff and double die. I'm serious. It's nuts. I know some people don't get in a twist about it, but like I said, I got one where it's nuts. I'm gonna have to put that one off to the side. I gotta keep remembering the 75Ds. Yeah, if the mint marks were close to the date, those demand respect and presence. But that's what I love about Airs because every day they're finding more and more stuff that just wasn't there until somebody found it and then got it graded. So you're a little too fresh for the blood, buddy. Good thing I got rolls of you. Yep. Yep, and believe me, every day there's something popping up new, and I'm talking not even with new ones, like just old coins, and that's why like I've been keeping a lot of I've been keeping most of my nickels and dimes. Like we did a shitload, we did so many damn quarters and 50-cent pieces and dollars, while I was, out. See, I've been finding a lot like this, ones that are worse, where it's like all melted and like draining, like beautiful airs. But yeah, they wore a lot of those out. Well, isn't that something? Maybe you should do something about it because that's history and it's done and over with. There's nothing you can do. Maybe you should stand up and do something about it. Because if it ain't broke, we're not fixing it. I'm not going to worry about something I don't have no fucking power or autonomy over. And there's nothing wrong with keeping pennies. I keep every penny too. And for a penny and for a pound. But if you're all hot and bothered about Jefferson, then maybe you got to go do something about that. Because this ain't the place to do it at. You see how that works? Do you really want to take that next step? It's not a rhetorical question. When I do glance at the screen and I do see that, you want to take the next step, don't you? Well, because if you don't say nothing, that's worse than not saying something. You conjured the courage to say something. You open the door. Come on, you got to go through it. You can't leave unless you come in. Well, like I said, maybe this ain't it. You lucky the big manatee don't come out. Nah, because you ain't go. The faith ain't gonna help you if you keep being ignorant and coy and self-deluding. Nobody's gonna tolerate your infected, fevered brain. Nobody wants your vex. You find out, you keep it up. You got a reprieve. You should thank Cherry. You got a reprieve. And you still hiding. Won't say a fucking word. But that's okay, because we're going to keep doing what we're going to do. You're going to keep being goofy. And that's just all there is to it. Nothing going to get in the way of progress here. So you can keep spinning your tires in the mud, but you're off to a very bad start. Obviously, you're not the person they put in charge of setting the world's hair on fire. Because you wouldn't even know how to fucking make a spark. So don't be acting like you got put in charge of setting the world's hair on fire, man. You're damn right you do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't got a problem with nobody speaking about it. It's just when you get people single, one-sided and coy, and they just don't think before they say something, or they just want to pop up, and before you know it, all they're doing is demanding answers for questions, but yet they don't want to respond. That's a big lack of disrespect. A lack of respect, and it's just massive disrespectful. I just don't care for it. Baby Buffalo, gotta put that off to the side. Like that, you know what? That is worse than somebody coming on here and going, "Are you looking for silver?" This ain't a silver hunting channel. But no, it happened a little bit this morning, and it was funny and eventful, but it just, people coming on and demanding answers for their questions, but don't want to say nothing in return. That's sick. That's cowardly like. Oh, I love your suggestion. I love your suggestion. But what do you want me to do about it? That's the thing. I should. Just like people shouldn't smoke cigarettes. People shouldn't gamble. People shouldn't cheat. People shouldn't kill. What are we going to do about that? There's not much we can do. Thanks for the suggestion, though. It's been taken under advisement. Gratitude. You might as well call me the fucking glove, because, at work, the gloves don't ever come off. And they're layer on top of layer on top of layer. Not these either, so. They're already changing the composition. I done said it. This coming year, they're changing the nickel and they're changing the composition. Just like, you know, that goofy dollar coin that came out. You know, that's out. Just like he's trying to implement his face on the $250 bill. He's already got it made. He's just got to have federal law change to get it in. 59, I mean. Yeah, well, whoever said that, like I said, they're sliding down a slimy sewer. Oh, really? That's good. Then you need to go in the corner with the ocarina and go behave. No, because if it's freaking you out, this ain't the place for you. Bye, bye, bye. If they freaking you out, this ain't the place for you. And that's just all there is to it. And I'd probably be freaked out if I found out your mother fed you paint chips as a child. But what can I do about it? Not a damn thing. So don't you start the dissing when I bought the pot that you pissed in. You'll learn to behave. You're in timeout now. Ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. That's what happens. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You want to try that one again later? Maybe. Just maybe. We'll get around to it. But I love when people reveal their own ignorance. Man, it freaked me out. Well, good. You just admitted that it's got you unsettled and it's got you all hot and bothered. Obviously, you're at the wrong place. We're too busy and we got to stay here. You got to go. We got important stuff that we're doing here. You've got to go. We'll stay here. Go play with the ocarina and behave. Put some fucking holes in the wall. Take the stylus away from your neck. You're not going to hurt yourself. Stop pulling your goblin out in fucking public and waving it around. Well, hey, it gets brought up a lot. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Like I said this morning to somebody, I have no control over genes. And, you know, from what I was told, my great-grandmother had thumbs like this, so, you know, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing, I'm not ashamed of it. What was there to be ashamed of? I'll even admit, yeah, they do. They look like thumbs. What the fuck you want me to do? They look like, hey, it's better than being born with none. I didn't come out deformed. Ooh, 47. Ooh. What? Oh shit, let's pop this. Let's see this guy on the X-ray specs. That, you know, when somebody comes on and starts talking shit about your I just love when people want to spend time that they can never get back worrying about you when they got so much better stuff to do in their life. It just shows you how deluded people can be. But I'm flattered that somebody was able to spend their precious time they can never get back in this existence to tell me that. All publicity is good publicity. Thank you for helping us trend. Ain't no getting around that shit. But that would be like me going, well, I can see you right now, and you wouldn't know if I could see you or not, but I see you, and I don't like the cut of your fucking jib. But you don't see me doing that, do you? Because I don't. Just like you're not going to ever see me hopping from live to live doing goofy shit like that. That's just trash. Hot-ass garbage. That's why it's sad when they fall like that, but they do it to themselves. And, you know, what do you want? What do you want? A fucking medal? A pat on the head? A brownie? First thing you got to do is learn to behave. Hell yeah, we hit them hard. Shit, this morning we got our 7th Northern Yak. Buffalo nickel? Hell yeah. We killed it this morning. I think we got I posted. I always post our new stuff. I haven't really been keeping up with the Instagram channel goes with this, but that's my fault. I'll find time. I will find time. But there's too much stuff going on right now, not enough time. I'm honestly surprised I'm on here right now. But I told everybody if I had the luxury, I would get on tonight. When I got off this morning, I was like, I'll get on. So, mysteries abound. Hope you ate your vegetables. Ooh, the 41er. Yeah, it must be a glitch. It must be. What? God, I love when you find the old ones. Fuck, it's so euphoric. All I feel is adrenaline, endorphins, and dopamine all being released at the same time. Power to the moon, Alice! Out of there! That might just be a nice one. We're gonna have to put that off to the side. I'm not gonna call it right now, but it ain't going nowhere. $62 Denver dun. Man, that's pretty clean. God, usually the ones that you get, the dies, the planches were so fucking worn out. Usually it's just all messed up. That's a clean one. I've got this real nutty one I wanted to show you. I just don't know exact. Maybe it's right here. This is from earlier. No, this one, I don't know if that's post mint. The middle part, I don't know how. I was just like, but I still had to keep it. It was a nice one. There's a few other ones I wanted to show. I just don't know exactly where the hell they're at. Too much cold cake. Calcified your face. Endangered species list. 25. Wonder if you're prepared to perform. Is it a 70D? Yeah, that's a clean one though. The hell's going on with you? Look at this 2003. I don't know if it's looks like it's been in soot. Not gonna say it's a natural toner. Because I know the way to be toning, but who knows? Like I said, with them always changing that composition, it's nuts. Hell yeah, I'd keep it if... That's a clean one too. Hell yeah, that's decent. That reminded me of this is under a 500,000 mint run. This NIFC that we yanked. Where is it at? It's one of my favorite ones that we yanked. Where is that at? No. Yeah, we got. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, right here. This is like a little. This is under a 500,000, and your standard strikes from these proofs, they're copper. They're copper fucking. You got copper core, and then nickel around it. But the thing is, they also make another NIFC, the silver ones. And this is one of the silver ones. And this is under a 500,000. It's like 460,000 they only made for this year. And you got to remember the Philly and Denver's are NIFCs. 70D, 1978, and then 2002 all the way to 2020 are all NIFCs, whether it's Philly or Denver. Very low mint run. But yeah, this is a very, very, very low mint run hit that we got. Massive gob stomper. So I feel you, big guy. I feel you. I can relate. We can relate on here. Ooh, guess what? We got our first NIFC, guys. 1970. Yeah. See how clean this bad boy is. He's a little worn out, but still enough to make sure he made grade. Yeah. There's our first one. Bangers. Let's keep going. Waldo, where you at? All the 2024s, keep them too if you find them, guys. You're not going to find many of them, and if you do, you keep every single one. They did not make a lot. We found 4 earlier today. I couldn't believe we found 4. Well, there you go. There you go. No risk, no reward. Chances make champions. I've never had any coins graded, so we'll be doing it together. And all the coins, most of the coins that will be being sent in are ones that we found on the hunts together. So is that another Denver 64? I'm keeping all the old skis. Anything from that down, even. That sounds like one of those good problems. The price of it raw degraded. That sounds like a good problem, man. I can't believe 50 minutes, almost an hour already. Jesus. Like I said, time waits for nobody. And when you having fun, when you enjoying yourself. Oh. What's another one that we're going to be, what I want to get done? Right here. I want to get these guys done. We found these in hunts. Where's that other one? Somebody actually brought they're like, you got any Susan B. Anthony's? I said, yeah, in our last dollar coin hunt, we found over 150 NIFCs. Shitload of proofs, one business strike, and then 2 damn near immaculate Susan B. Anthony proofs. This is this one I'm going to get done. It's a narrow rim. It's an air 79 proof narrow rim. We yanked this a couple months ago too. This one's going to be going in. Ain't no getting around that shit. When you find clean ones like this while you're hunting, you got to take advantage of that situation and embrace it. And then this one right here, this 81 wide rim. Like, I can't believe we found 2 that was just like this, still had their mirror cameo and all that. They don't be making this shit no more. So when you be finding them healthy like this, you got to totally take advantage of the situation. Come on, you. You don't want to behave, huh? Well, we're going to get you. There we go. You will behave. You'll falter formation and falter command or face decimation. Either way, you will behave or your head will roll away. You have no choice. I don't know if that's just... Look at that. I don't know if that's just normal oxidization. Yeah, look, part of the coin's gone. We can totally tell that. And you can tell that it's not post-mint. That's not post-mint, I don't think. I don't know. I'm going to keep it off to the side, though, endangered species list. Front's pretty decent. $64. What we got, Denver, done to that? Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Like most of them that you'll come across, they'll be like, you see that? Out of six is just all warped. It's because they were wearing out those dyes and plants. They were just wearing them out. I've got ones though that just look completely melted and it just drained. Cherry, you think I should get those 44 proofs pennies? Those proofs I yanked. You think I should get those done? What about them wide rim ones? Because somebody said that was pretty good luck finding them clean wide rims. You're too fresh for the blood. Behave or get sent up the river. Is that him? Oh yeah, I was about to say. It's almost an hour. You know, we're not. I'm just trying to get one. I think I can push an hour and a half, maybe a two ski, even though I should already be in fucking bed. Yeah, I'm around here, hit the ground run, don't look back. Thanks. The big manatee's hungry. The manatee said thank you for the treat. Manatee said thank you. He was hungry. Yeah, remember, they don't eat people flesh. They're non-carnivorous. I have to put you on. Oh, look at him. Totally got to keep that one. Die clashing for sure. Filled in little P, but I've got one that's just completely just just melted all the way through. I'm liking that though. I'm really liking that. I'm liking that a lot. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? But yeah. Yeah, this one totally gotta get held. It going in captivity. When you find ones with anomalies like this on there, you gotta take advantage of it. Whether you're gonna bust it down real quick or put it out to the side. Ooh, that's a nice 60. Denver dun dun dun. Clean 60. Cherry, you got to send me a list of like what pennies you're seeking. Because I have a feeling that I can fill a lot of the void. Another decent thing to look for with coins. I'll be showing you guys a lot just so you guys can see. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a quarter. We found this in a hunt a long time ago, but it was like before we were looking for heirs. Anything that has 2 or more heirs in it, I call a compound heir. But sometimes you can't even see more than what's really going on. But here, we're gonna pop this son bitch on X-ray specs. Hold on here. Oh, totally gotta get this one done. Totally, because it's got a cutting. It's got an off-center cutting air. It's at least a double or triple die. I mean, you could totally tell there ain't no getting around that shit. It's inevitable. There's tokens at the end of the tunnel, I'll tell you. But yeah, look at that. You just can't get away from that. Fucking the 2D dimensional, the lining, the shadowing. Then you flip it over. And it still doesn't want to fucking behave, but it's to your advantage. Look at how there ain't no hole in the A. And that's not even a hole. That's a little that's like a fucking, and look right here. Look at that. You got to take full advantage of things like that when you have them. You know, it'd be sad if you let it go like that because it's hard to find coins that are like this. So when you do, you better keep them to your heart. Keep them close. But yeah, that when you find ones like this, like I said, it feel better than sex. Look at that. And front and back both don't want to fucking behave. It's just not a letter or two. It's the whole shebang. I mean, come on. You got to love that shit. You have to. And if you don't, you're not a real coin enthusiast. Let's get back on with this. Mysteries abound. Remember what I said, everybody. Doubt is the true enemy. Do not doubt yourself. Time and patience is the true counter. And remember, have faith in yourself and save the manatees. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit here and there. Not many on here. We're not just like 24s. We're not finding many. I think we found 4 24s this morning. That was extremely, extremely rare. All 24s. Especially the Philly and Denver. They did not make a lot of them. I mean, come on. They make damn near 1 billion of them between Philly and Denver. I thought it was like 400. No. They make almost sometimes over 1 billion between them. For 2024, it was under 40 million between Philly and Denver. So you got to keep all your 24s. And just because you see a coin like this, don't just be like, don't write it off. What is your malfunction? 95? I'm liking the way that the other part of it's looking. I know that could have happened from a number of things, but I'm putting it in endangered species list. It's got to stay. And remember, guys, go through your coins again and again because it's almost like a fucking movie that you first watch. You get so stuck on it, when you watch it the second time, you're going to see things you didn't see the first time because you were so locked in. Same thing with the coins, guys. You can't be looking for everything. We're not, there's no such thing as perfect. That's why we have a thing called perfection. But there's no such thing as perfect. So go through your coins again and again. You won't get tired of it. And nobody's got enough time to vet the coins properly. Like, that's why I just don't be tossing anything back into circulation like that. Yeah, we're gonna try to push it to a 2 gainer in here. Get a double gainer going. At least an hour and a half. At least. Like we're already pushing over an hour. And I'm just starting to get warmed up a little bit. Yeah, Philly. Nope, it's a Denver. 64 Denver, done to that. But you see what I'm saying? You see how worn out the dies and stuff were? Because they were just working them. Oh, yeah. Everybody was having a turn and then some. I like the Oregon Trail. Make sure you got your Arctic pine wheels. Don't want to see you fucking break down up there and die of dysentery. You're welcome. Gratitude. Like I said, I'm worn out. I should be in bed right now, but like I said, I do my best to hold to my promises. And like I said, I take accountability when I can't, and I try to make up for it. Oh, shoot. What is this? Postman. Oh. God, those dies are worn. Shit, look, I'm off first the one to bail out at the doorknob. I don't know. We will see. Okay, we're gonna get another roll going. Here's another nice air I can show y'all that we found together. Let's see what we got here. Oh shit. Oh, sheesh. Trying to find. I have a couple decent, from our dime hunts. All right, guys. Here's one that's going to be good grade we found together. This is a 2019 Philly. And this is a die crack. And obviously it's not the front. Okay. We're going to make it actual so you guys can see it, though. We'll bring it down. Obviously it's not the front like we know. But when you find anomalies like this on coins, mind you, do you see that? Right here, over the fern and then behind the pummel, and then it starts at the pummel and the torch and comes up through here. You see all that? That's a big die crack. That's not post mint. That happened during the bonding process. The machines didn't want to fucking behave, so it produced some errors, and we found that one during our dime hunt. And for some odd reason, I used to try to stay away from dimes like the plague because, I'm missing a tip on my finger, and they're smaller than pennies. So, but man, we come to love dimes. No, because they epic and known for finding your double, triple, and quadruple die, double die, all that shit. But yeah, this was one of the nice first airs I found on a dime with you guys. So this one's gonna be sent in to get graded too. Because like I said, we all know it's an error. We all know that's not post mint damage. We do know that, anybody who hasn't been living under a rock, but it's not certified until you get it fucking graded and vetted. Then it gets registered as an asset. But yeah. And like I said, it don't matter if it's just one side. Sometimes all it takes is one little part. It don't have to be on both ends. But yeah, this is one that we found together. So this one will be getting graded too, guys. Like I said, in doubt, have faith and save the manatees. Ooh. I'll have to put you off to the side. Oh shit! I would have found my master. 79 failed in D. You ain't going nowhere anyways. 61. Oh, okay. Looks like a P over D. But who knows? Who knows what they were doing there? Those machines were really hot and bothered back then. Being pushed to the brink, Mm-hmm. Oops, we have somebody trying to run. The hell? Oh, look at this, guys. We found a beautiful error. Ho! Somebody tried to take a slice of the pie and fucking had to get checked. Didn't know how to fucking behave. It almost reminds me of my very first error, only that was a whole different ball game. But let's check this out for a little bit. Because if you really wanted to know, it went down in Coconut Grove. I don't think nobody could. I don't know. Like I said, I can't really use my first air as a staging point as much as I want to, but that is known to happen. It does not look like it was post-mint, but you really don't know with one like this. You really don't. Somebody could have did it. You'd have to. This would be one of those ones where it's you're gonna have to take a risk because there's some doubt. But I'm putting it in endangered species list. Because I've seen ones cut by machines where people would put their vital parts of their anatomy on and go, there's no way. Somebody did that post-mint. And guess what? It was certified, graded, and sold at a private auction for 5 figures plus. So, you just got to figure it out. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I got a West Point in my hand. Probably because I was grabbing. Oh, I know why. When I grabbed my first air to try to. My bad, guys. I don't know what the fuck. I feel like it. I feel like it ain't post mint. That's all I'm saying. I feel like it's an error. Like I said, we look for errors. That we like NIFCs and we like errors, but like I said, I don't think that was post mint. Nobody took a piece of the pie there. That was just a fucking machine I mean. So that one will probably get gray. We'll see. Like I said, I'm giving the power to you guys too. Going to be putting a series. I know I said it before, but like I said, I didn't expect to be going back to work like a boom, boom, boom. So like that really hit me like a ton of bricks. No, I'm gonna be putting a thing of coins on, and everyone can vote on a poll, and whoever got the highest votes, those coins will be getting graded along with ones that I personally put. Well, that's exactly what I was thinking. So that's why that one's not getting tossed. But I know 100 billion people that would see that and be like, fuck that. I don't want that thing. It ain't whole. Yeah, well, maybe I should drop you into Amazon or the Everglades and let you get swallowed by an anaconda whole like an egg roll. Since that coin hole, that's what I'd say. Don't make me put you up in the conclaves. There's a lot of hollow vessels. We use your substance to fill in the void. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing you did too. That's why I told you it's on its way. 4 this morning. 4 this morning. 4 during this morning's hunt. Yeah, 4. The hunt before that we didn't get none, but the box before that we got like 2.5 dozen of them, which is fucking epic. I mean, that's like equivalent to finding fucking a whole bunch of buffaloes. And like I said, our one last hunt, we found our 7th buffalo. Before that, we found 2 healthy ones that are in immaculate condition, one being a proof. And I mean, it's so fucking healthy, that's going in. That's totally going. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, so you seen that northern yak. You seen that northern yak get yanked there. That was the 7th one. Yeah, we said the manatees and the northern yaks. That what's got you all hot and bothered. Wow, somebody popped your face with some buckshot, huh? Well, I'm totally keeping that one. I don't care what anyone says. Look at right there. If anything, that's die breaking. I like the natural toning happening, but something got to him. Shot him in the face full of buckshot. Isn't that something? Look, everything's uneven, all fucking all over. Yeah, this one getting kept too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It doesn't want to be born again, believe me. Yeah, you damn near, you know it. It's hugging the floor to hold on. Ooh. 64 Denver done to that. '81 Denver. I don't know why I wanted to look at it. I don't know. Sometimes there's more to the picture than meets the naked eye. I'll tell you that. Just like I want to tell people because, you know, I found out about it and I don't want anybody being misled. That's urban legend and made up. The In COD We Trust. That's not real. That was confirmed by, the Treasury and the Mint Department. So when you see people selling those, don't buy them. There's no such thing. That's not no error. It's an optical illusion, guys. Just I figured I'd tell you that. What happened to you? We're going to put you on the endangered species list too. All right, guys. I'll show you guys another error that we found together on a dime hunt. And we found a nickel this morning that had this. I just didn't notice it until after, but 2000 Philly. I just gave it its own little name because it's on this one yet again. It's not the front that we're worried about. It's the back. We're going to put it under x-ray specs so you guys can see and understand. And when you find little things like this is the type of stuff collectors love, and they're hard errors to come by, but here, we'll flip it over. Do you see what we're looking at, guys? You see that? That fucking shadowing of the fire and the fern? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And the thing is, there's probably a lot more that we don't see. But when you can actually see that, you better hold it. What, you talking the die break? The die crack? Yeah, but like right here, this is what I'm talking about. You see that shadowing? Some odd reason they go crazy for that shit, and it constitutes the error. So this is when it's totally going to get done. But yeah, you know, if you find any coin that looks like it's been like somebody like almost like tried to solder it or something like this, because that's almost what it looks like. But you can tell that's postmint. That's not postmint. I mean, sorry, you can tell that's a die crack. That's what I mean. So, but yeah, these two were found together in the same hunt. But yeah, you find any coin that's got shadowing like that, you got yourself a keeper, guys. A big keeper. I mean, you even got it happening down here. You got a line of it coming up through. But yeah, when you see that, you got it. All right. Let's get on with this. Time is a ticking. Time is a ticking, guys. It don't stop for nobody. Hold your breath. You can count all the way up to a fucking gazillion. It ain't gonna change a difference. Nothing's not gonna get hot and bothered over here. Or are you just trying to play? Are you playing? This hey. This ain't fucking nap class, man. Stop pulling your goblin out. Nobody wants to see it. And you can't do that in public anyways. Take the stylus away from your neck and behave. Take the stylus away from your neck and fucking behave. No, you're not going to hurt yourself. Stop looking for attention. No. Igor just put you down. Now he's going to drain you. Oh, Igor in Brain Trust is always on standby. So it don't matter if one of the other mods comes on or not. There's always will be a moderator on here. Because I ain't got time to sit there and play with that commie tripe bullshit. We're allergic to bullshit. And I'm not condoning it, because if I do, that means everybody else has to deal with it, and I'm not letting anybody be subjected to that. You can fucking count till the cows come home. I don't give a shit, but you're not going to play that shit on here. Don't know what the fuck you thought you were doing there. Ooh, a 52er. Ooh, yeah. Wow. Ooh. Let's look at the 52. Ooh. The manatees are going crazy for it. It's pretty healthy. We still can see mint mark. We got a little bit of, I think, maybe a little bit of erosion. It looks like dye break, but who knows? The T's melted, the E's melted. Oh yeah, we pulled some 41 proofs. Like I said, you don't want to judge a book by its cover. We found some 41 proofs that people would just toss because they would just assume it was trash. And like right here, one of the black beauties we copped right here, 41 proof. And a lot of people's like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. I said, because it doesn't have its luster, doesn't mean you get to go around and treat it wrong. Let me pull that bad boy out. No, because people got to know. Yeah, I've yanked this one a couple hunts back, and somebody's like, that's not a proof or a strike. Throw that thing away. It's nasty. No, it ain't nasty. Don't clean it either, because any of its normal aura and mystique that's on there, you're going to take it away. But just because it doesn't look like this doesn't mean it ain't one. It is. It's an NIFC. And you can be one-sided and coy about it, but guess what? It is, and it's true. And there ain't no getting the fuck around it. So you want to keep diluting yourself and judge books by your covers, you're going to miss out on opportunities. You don't do it. Don't judge books by the covers, because that's how you fuck up. But yeah, that's a nice 41 proof that we found. That helps save some manatees, I'll tell you that. And isn't that something? Hell yeah, post them on the channel's page. We'd love to take a gander. When it comes to epic coins, we like moths to the flame. Yeah, well, I'll put him down a little bit and look at him. I love when we find messed up coins. Oh, that's probably post, man. That's no big die break. I know that. Planchet one. Damn, somebody was trying to grip in there. Primal Rage. Oh, yeah, they hit his ass everywhere. They put so many fucking holes in him, he whistled a song when he fell. Endangered species list. Oh, shit. My bad. It tends to happen. I guess I was getting a little too big for my britches. Got a couple people trying to run on us. Sorry about that, guys. Human trial and error. Ooh, don't get sent up the river. Concrete shoes won't help in the river. Oh, shit. For an 85 fee, you're a little worn out. You're a little rough around the edges, ain't you? What the hell? Oh, that's just a little bit of some muss. No muss, no fuss. That's all. Nothing to get in a twist about. Even though right there that looks like it's I can't sit there and put my finger on that one. Well, they obviously have to be because they only made them 2 fucking years and they only made 2 million of each ones, not counting the silver strike ones. But yeah, and we find plenty of those when we're marsupial sunbat hunting. Hey, Cherry, you know I went through my Legion of Bats and I found another West Point V75 one in there that we inadvertently found and just didn't claim it. That was in the book. So I got two of the marsupial sunbats and the baby V75s. Yeah, there's only 5 variants of it, so like you can get the normal one. They only made 2 million of each one though, so if you find them, you better keep them. And like we tied the record, most West Points found in a hunt 4. We've done it twice already. Yeah, I went through the book just to look at them, and I'm like, well, you got a fucking W on it. I said, shit. I said, there's another one. I said, remember the one that we found, though? We found that with a gold novelty strike. That was the same day I think we fooled, we yanked this too right here. The bicentennial proofies. Remember we were doing 50-cent pieces and marsupial bat hunting? This fucking beautiful bicentennial. Fresher than a coat of fucking wet paint. That motherfucker knew how to behave too. What's the odds? We killed it that day. That fucking day was a massive bone crusher. I mean, we had people feeling noxless. Jitterbugging and frothing from all the venom. Yep, we found it during the hunt. I think that's going to be one that's going to get voted on, whether it's going to be up to you guys whether that one gets graded or not. I'm going to see the best deal that I can get for grading coins. Like I get like 20 or 30 done. I'm going to let you guys pick. And I've already got some that I want to do that we found together. I've got some ones that I really need some fucking clarity. No, I'm talking like rare shit. Like shit that I've never come across yet again on here. And we've been through, even though we haven't been doing this long on here, we've been doing, like we be beating the fucking pavement. We be ripping the pavement up with our feet when we do this. But we just don't concentrate on one coin too. You can't give your undivided attention just to one singular denomination. That's where you fuck up. That's where you fuck up real bad. But learning curves. But anybody who wants to take a gander, all you got to do is go back and check out the live hunts. You're going to see that we hunt everything and anything. We're here for the anticipation, the suspense, the glory, the action. You think that's something? You seen that 41 proof I pulled, that buffalo, that northern yak, right? That fucker's getting graded. That's no question. That thing is so fucking healthy. It would be something would be seriously wrong if you go, no, I wouldn't get that one graded. Because I've never come across the buffalo to where you could clearly see it was a fucking proof, an NIFC. Filled in D75. See, they want the. I don't know if that's close enough, but if you guys look, it's common knowledge that for this year, Denver, if it's real close to the which I don't know if this one does because this is like a double D or some shit. It's a filled in D, but they said if the mint mark's closer to the date, it's one of them heavy end airs that commands presence and respect. I'm not saying this is one of them, but 75 Denvers are the one I was just talking about earlier with the mint mark being close. I'm not saying that one is. But I'm not gonna sit here and pass it off. I'm just gonna keep it on the side. And guys, I don't know everything. So like if you ask a question and I thought I'll tell you I don't know, it's because I don't want to mislead you. I'm not on here to give disinformation. I don't do that. I don't know everything. Knowledge is power. So like if you guys say something, I'm the type of person that loves somebody goes out of their way to let me know something I might not know. Knowledge is power. But I'm not gonna mislead you guys. I'm not gonna do it. If I don't know, I just don't know. I've had people come on here and fucking run that hole in their head they call a face because, well, if you don't know everything about coins, you shouldn't be on here. Nobody knows everything about coins. Honestly, to be brutally honest, I think it would be fucking overwhelming. I think the strain would be too much to bear. You could never know it all. And like I said, I think it would just be overwhelming. So, like, when people come on and say that, I just laugh. I fucking laugh. And then they got to go down a fucking slimy fucking sewer because they're little fucking snakes hiding in the grass and we got to be the lawnmower. That's a clean 64, though. You can notice how this one ain't all warped and dipped. Nice, clean mint mark. With you guys, I feel like this. It's an NIFC, but it's not American. But we did find it together on a 50-cent hunt. We found this, I think, during the same month of the second gold novelty strike and the bicentennial. Right here. And you know, they made this, this is what, 5 francs, I believe. 10 francs. You give this, this is how you would pay for like a menage a trois back then. 17th century. Napoleon III of his name. King of the Andals and the First Men. King of Ice Cream. King of the Cannons. King of Pride. That's why it fell. But he was so known that people that took his place carried his name. But yeah. Yeah, there's no such thing as perfect. No such thing. That's why we work on something that's called perfection. Even a fucking broken clock's right twice a day, but some people just can't get over it. That one, we pulled this George V penny. We pulled this. But like I said, my daughter just yanked a baby George V. I was showing that earlier. I'll pop it back on here in a little bit. That's one that we yanked. My daughter just went through her a box of pennies yesterday, and she fucking smoked it. And that's not even counting what else is in there. She was just looking for old stuff. Oh, look at this 72. I don't know. There's certain things that I've been keeping. Yeah, life is very unpredictable and spontaneous and unpredictable. You just gotta roll with it. Trials and tribulations. Just fucking. Yeah, they got sanding airs. I found some sanding airs. I want to get a couple done. I hope they're not dryer box coins because some of them be looking like that. But I found some ones I'm guaranteed because when I took them into my buddy's shop, that's the first thing he said to me. Where'd you get these airs from? I didn't even ask him if they're airs. That's what he said to me first. So I'm gonna have to. We'll have to see what happens there. You're fucking right, and it does. Rations of thrashings. There's another 64. This 64 is pretty clean. Looks like it was before the dyes were wearing out. Denver dented it. They were wearing out there, but you got your D there. Well, that's why I said time and patience is a true counter. Doubt is your enemy. Lay that fucking shit down like a bag of bricks. And don't pick it back up. Look at this motherfucker, all hot and bothered. I like the ones like this. Some people sometimes don't realize some of these could be airs. Some people, some people think, oh, Brillo brush, this or that. Maybe so, but you take that risk. Like, man, you could just tell that their fucking dyes were worn out at this point. I mean, just completely, just fucking eradicated. We all destined for great unfortunate things. That's just all there is to it. Wow, that must have been a little D. He looking like he got that bull ring going through him. I believe them bones are me. Some say that we're born into the grave. That one was trying to cut off. It was trying. It started melting again. It was just like bloop. Yeah, we're gonna toss this to the side. I don't know. We haven't done quarters in a bit just because we went fucking crazy. We went. I mean, we were doing a lot of marsupial sunbat hunting, so we had to, we were trying to get our ranks swelled, and it did at high expectations at a geometrical rate. But like I said, you can't give your undivided attention to just one singular coin, so we have to move it around, especially when people request certain things to be done. That's why everybody that is on here, that's rightfully belongs, and I don't have to worry about how they behave. They get exactly what they ask for. So when they say, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that, can we do it? You're damn right, can we do it? We're going to do it. Okay, let's see here. What's something else that it would be hard to even. This is one that's not from a hunt. I've had this for a while. I want to get this one done just because it's a natural toner. It's a 48 Denver. Yeah, I've watched this thing naturally tone. It's decent. The back is really what be toning. But yeah, I totally want to get this one done. This one though is not part of any hunt. This was something I've had for a hot minute, and I just want to get her done because the natural toning's awesome. It may be. Everything in time reveals itself. Maybe you should go look into it, hasten that process. Because right now it's a mystery. Maybe you can turn it into history. Because this is the thing, like I said, you can know you have an error, But if you don't get it graded and vetted and certified, it's whatever it perceives to be. So somebody wants to say it's a fucking whoopee cushion or a rubber ducky, and you don't have it graded, and we all know that it is an error, get the son of a bitch graded. You're not going to know unless you try. Be a better friend to yourself and, take that risk. Roll the bones. Post it to the page. I've never had anything graded, but it's not cheap unless you get it done in mass. But we're going to find out, ain't we? I've had 7 Pokemon cards graded before, and that's it. And, it was well worth doing that. It was well worth doing that. So we're going to do it with coins. Yeah, life itself's a gamble. The minute you wake up and walk outside, regardless of what the fuck you're going to do, you have a fucking bare minimum 50-50 chance to walk back in that door. The minute you get behind a wheel, it's cut down to under 10% because you can't control everybody else that's out running around off a chemistry set, being chased by the cops, shooting at somebody, gangbanging. Like I said, life's a fucking gamble. So, ain't no getting around it. Any second can be our last. Oh, Lord. This motherfucker is torched. Nah, just with me, I just always been brutally realistic about the situation because, you know, I started going through unfortunate stuff at a very, very, very young age. So I don't know what it's like to run from anything. It's really not something that in my structure and makeup. Obviously, I can run because God gave me a pair of legs, but haven't been in no marathons. But you know exactly what I'm saying. So, the commie tribes. Don't want to know what kind of deal that was. Don't want to be. I don't want to. I don't want to become a liability. If I don't know, it don't hurt me. I don't need anybody thinking I know something that I'm not privy to. That's how you become a fucking liability, and then you're dead, and your body just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, exactly. Just like when in doubt, have faith and save the manatees. Ooh. God, that's the tiniest pea I've ever seen. Like, what are you doing? Look at that. The mayor of Mumskinland punched that fucking pea on there. Jeez. That's the work of the mayor of Mumskinland. Him and his little fucking stamper. Say we're born into a grave. Oh, here's another 75D again. Don't know if that's close enough to constitute one of them, but we're going to put it off to the side. And when we get enough of them, we're just going to go through them. $75 Denvers. Like I said, if you get one, that's we haven't. I don't know if we have or not, but like we will try. That's all you can do is try. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Look at him. What's got him all hot and bothered? 96 Philly? Hey, must be the fillet. Isn't that a daisy? Look like we ordered a mini pizza. Oh, yeah, he's still hugging the floor to hold on, but he's there. But jeez. Oh, look at the fucking... Oh, yeah, endangered species list, baby. This shit's nuts. Lord, Lord, Lord. Whoops. Where the hell do you think you're going? Get over here, you. I'm not done with you yet. Anything special we see? Wow. Hold on here. That's a big dude. I couldn't tell you. I've never had a coin graded in my life. Not during my inception. That's why I said we're gonna do it. But like I said, I'm gonna do it smart. I'm gonna see the best price they have for, you know, like a group of them. Because that's like the cheapest way to have it done. So that's oh, baby buffalo. My daughter will be thrilled for that. Because I'm not going to have a single coin graded. You guys are going to be picking some coins that we found during hunts, and I'm going to be picking some during the hunts. And a couple from my personal collection. Like I said, what I really want to get done is my very, very first error. Right here. My very, very first error. Whoops, my bad. Right here. This one is totally getting great. This is my very first error I ever found. I've been showing this a lot just to show people, what you should be looking for when it does constitute an error. But like I said, you want it called the Jekyll and Hyde. Because the back is fine. But yeah. Yeah, that one totally is going to get graded and certified because that's an error for sure. But that's what got me going on errors. So, if you want me to estimate, I'm thinking maybe $35 a coin if you were just getting a few coins done. I'm serious. The more you get done, the better it is, though. But I've never had a coin graded. I've got one coin that's graded. It was given to me. But yeah, this was my very first error, and this one's going to get graded. Big time. And I'll bet my life it's going to come back certified error. Guaranteed. The same, whatever the price is for a nickel, it's going to be the same for another coin. What I can tell you that's common knowledge is if you want it done and you want it to be cheap as possible, just make sure you got some good artillery and make sure you're doing a group of them. You'll get a deal. I'm not 100% sure. That's something the grading company is going to have to find out. They'll be able to figure it out. It's looking like maybe an 81. I'm not 100% sure, though. It's an 81 filled in P, but it's a compound error. There's more than one error on it, so that's another reason why it's being done. And it's being done because it's the first error I ever found, and I want to be able to show people, that's a true error, too. And with everybody else who found it on here with me, because this is a collaborative effort. Our ships do all sail in the same direction. I don't do this on my own in a room in the darkness and the twilight of my life. If I'm not doing this on here, I'm not doing it at all. Because there's too many people that enjoy this. It's therapeutic, and I feel like it'd be selfish. So I don't do that. I do it on here. So everybody can get in. The grading company will figure it out, and it'll be right at the top. And believe me, I'll bet anything it's going to say air, and it's going to be multiple air. I guarantee you that. But other than that, I can't tell you. And like I told you before, everything in time will reveal itself. Mystery is abound. Matter of fact, that's what I think that we're going to be doing here soon. Is we're not going to be doing hunts. We're going to be going through coins that were already that exist that we found in hunts, and gonna start vetting through them even more because I need people to sway in on it. I need I need your guys' insight too. It's not, life's not all about getting what you want, and there's more than just us. So that's why I said it's a collaborated effort. I do not do this solo dolo. Yep, 7 more minutes. Unfortunately, guys, I mean, you know how I get to. I'm just, like I told you, at an hour, I'm just getting fucking warmed up. I like to run like a freight train, absent tracks. But like I said, I can't be selfish. I've got a lot of responsibilities and obligations. When it comes to mothers, all bets are off. So she comes. She's priority number one. But you see how much fun we have on here? And we're already at 2 hours. It sucks. It fucking sucks. I like to fucking reset, like somebody to clean Father Time's fucking timepiece. That 69 was almost on its way to getting smoked, if you noticed. It was on its way. Oh, look at 75 filled in D. And look at it. Look at the fucking indention there. Unless you ain't got depth perception, don't let that light fool you. That thing's like in a creek. It's like a stone. I like it though. Yeah, 75 Ds. Don't be sleeping on them. Ooh, you look like stir-fried shit. Don't worry, we'll get you cleaned up. We're going to send you to the infirmary, let you sit there, put some ice on it, and behave. But yeah, here, I know a lot of people weren't on it in the beginning, but this is totally one that I found this in change yesterday in my pockets when I was going doing laundry. And then one that we're totally going to be, it's a double. It's a double die. It's a double die. Or maybe this might be the double triple die. This is the one I found yesterday. Sorry, this is a clad strike double or triple die adverse reverse. But this is the one I found yesterday that I want to get done. I found this and change in my pocket. This one right here. Look at his hand. That's not normal. But you can just tell when you line them up because, like, look, we found this proof too, that bicentennial proof right here. You know, if you look, you can see what a standard one's supposed to look like. You see, you can count all his fucking fingers. But you know, when you start looking at other ones, you can just see how different things get. And like I said, it's common now. Like you just look at the letters to that. Look at that. This is a clad strike, mind you. This one right here. This is a clad strike. It's one of them special clad ones, but it's a double die. Adverse and reverse. This one we found together. This one was in the change in my pocket. But to find a bicentennial that fucking clean and, you know, not behaving, you have to take advantage of it and embrace it. Yeah, I mean, to find that in your change, in your pocket while doing laundry, I'm just glad it didn't hit the washer or the dryer. I want to get this one done too, but over it, I want to get this fucking clad strike done. This fucking clad strike is just healthy. It's a fucking champion absent Wheaties. I believe it's a double or triple dye, reverse and adverse. So that will command special. Oh, yes, it will. I know somebody wanted to buy it off me raw, and I'm like, sorry, no tortilla. But yeah. Try to keep your drummer boys. Your standard circulation strike's going to look like one of these guys. You see how everything's pretty much normal? And there could be something going on here that I don't even know about with this one, but those ones that I showed you, those are airs. And that other one's an NIFC. That proof. All right. We're at the end here, guys. One more roll. And we gotta go. It's unfortunately, but fate said it's meant to be so. Otherwise, if I wasn't working still, we would be on here doing 3, 4, 5 hour gainers. Mini marathons and shit. What the fuck? Well, whoever did that is seriously a Denver Duntadont. But guess what? He ain't going back either. Endangered species list. Whoever did that, if you're out there and you ever see this, if you secretly doing shit like this to coins, you're a fucking Duntadont. You're a ramrod. No, your mother fed you fucking paint chips as a child. There's other things to do in life than try to play coin conquering carnage. By default, you're going to do what you want to the coin. The coin's still going to be there. You wasted your fucking time and you lose. It's just like if you got hungry and you try to chew on a fucking coin. You're going to break every fucking tooth in your mouth. And the only thing that's going to go down in your stomach is a little bit of blood and some enamel. Coin's still going to be there and you fucking lost. Don't dilute yourself like a fucking chump. Don't do this to coins. Just don't do it. Because there's nothing to gain from it unless you're miserable and just a sorry individual. That's just sick. That's just weird. You know? Don't be a fucking spark plug. Big AI, more like IA. Whoever did that is a cheese-eating little fucking bastard. How about that? Fuck AI. IA eating cheese and little bastard. Stuart little motherfucker. I can't stand that shit. Whoever did it, karma's real. I guarantee they're getting it. How would they like somebody to brand their ass with a double D? And they might just stand for the wrong fucking thing, and they might just have to deal with whoever interprets whatever, and they're gonna have to roll with it. Big A, I know. Big IA. Cheese eating little fuck. It's demented. Fucking mind of mush. Whoever did that was drinking too much fucking zombie piss. Baby Northern Yak. My daughter will be happy for another one of them. Well, it's my daughter's now. Just like this. I'll be seeing that shit a lot. And it'd be fucking with me. I don't know if that happens during, thingies. But, I mean, fuck, we pulled a Mercury dime with those airs. I got to show you the same fucking thing going on. I don't know what the hell. I mean, seriously. This fucking Mercury dime we found in our last hunt. But look at you see? It's like somebody was fucking bored with life. You know? Fucking weird shit. Excuse my language, guys. I just had to blow some steam because I can't stand when people be doing dumb shit. I'm allergic to it. I really am. Some people just don't grow out of that shit. And I think it's sickening. I think it's unethical and deplorable. Ooh, we got another NIFC, guys. Ooh. Save the manatees. It's a little ragged, but it's an NIFC for sure. It detested the tan at the time. Wow, 69. What's up with you? Damn it, what the fuck? I'm gonna put this one off to the side. It's got some pep in its step. It might just be some. Don't worry, guys. When I get acclimated back, you know, and able to, you know, to be completely shaped up, we will be on here more than once, twice a week. I'm going to try to keep it very thorough and consistent, like I have been. It's just, you know, coming back to where I try to warn everybody. That's why I laugh at it. That's why I would laugh. Ooh, look at the 41er. I would laugh at the motherfuckers that pop on here and go, you need to go get a job. I love how people want to pop up and think they're fucking cute and coy and assume somebody's life with a handful of syllables in one sentence. It's fucking sick, but it's funny because it's like you are grasping at fucking straws and you're deflecting. That's why you don't even own a fucking mirror in your house, because you can't look at yourself because you're prostrate with grief. So you want to take out another fucking people. Well, sorry. I've always had a fucking job. But like I said, my mother comes first. And if you don't like it, there's the fucking door. Don't let it hit you with a good Lord split you. Nice fucking 41er. I love getting oldies. Fish the song, don't get fucking catfished. Because if you fall, you ain't getting up. And we ain't fucking playing Humpty Dumpty either. We're not. Don't fall. You ain't getting up. There's no room for error in this life. You fuck up once, it might be one too many. You might just be them one stuck on that commie tripe. You really don't want that. Ooh, another NIFC. Save the manatees. Ooh. Look at it. Another one. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Is that a... Oh, that is an S. Let's get a little closer. Let's confirm. No, is it a D? My bad, guys. It's a little D. Okay, sorry. The manatee's not sorry, but I am. The manatee don't got nothing to be sorry about. But like I said, I take accountability for my actions. My bad on that one. My bad. How about this? To make up for it, I'll do one more roll. I'll make up for that one. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that could get graded. I mean, I got a lot of different stuff over here. How about we go through this, and then I'll go through a little bit of this, and then we gotta go, because watch, you guys already got me on 3 hour snipe again. I might as well motherfucking just say fuck it. I'll show you some other errors that they're in the back of this. They're nickels. I'm liking that 63 here. Nothing that special about it, but I like to keep all the old skis. NIFCs, airs, whatever floats the boat. And we always make grades, so that's all that matters. Ooh. Made up for it this time. Here's another NIFC. Sorry for the delay on the last one. I told you I'd make up for it. Whoops, where are you going? Oh yeah. There's another NIFC, baby. Save the manatees. Ooh. Oh, look at him. Monticello was melting. I'm liking that air. We got ourselves an NIFC air right here. He's melting a little bit. Well, either or. It ain't broke, we're not fixing it. Ooh, a 41er. Absent mint mark, unlike the black beauties that we be finding. Like this one that we found during the hunt. Black beauties, always keep your black beauties, guys. You never know what you got. This is an NIFC. That's a proof for 41 black beauty. Proof. More punch than a bowl of juice. This one we just unearthed. Don't know, but it's okay. We're keeping it. Yeah, they also got ones that they would have copped. They needed nickels so bad for the war effort. The last 4 years of the war, they made war nickels, the 35% silver. They pulled out 35% of the nickel and replaced it with silver. So those are pretty decent too. I'll show you guys those so you know what to look for because there's no mistaking them. I know there's nothing special about that one. I'm still putting off. Damn, that's a clean 55. That's a clean 55. Fucking dies are getting a little worn out at that point, but get a book. Get a book. Coin for beginners. No, I'm serious. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to start somewhere. Hey, you got to crawl before you can walk. Sometimes you got to crack a couple eggs and make an omelet, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Knowledge is power. Not everybody knows everything and not supposed to. That's not how the world works. So if that's something new that you want to pull into your repertoire, so be it. Welcome to the channel. Nobody's going to look at you different or treat you different. If they do, they're going to get hit with the fucking tantalizer. You know, apply fucking belt. And if that don't work, then I'm going to pull out the whip and let them strip flesh from bone. If that don't work, I'll break the fucking bone and drain the marrow. They will behave. No, because too many people be acting dumb and coy. And guess what? We don't tolerate that shit here. Because the minute that it's tolerated, we're condoning it. And that's not what we do here. I'm allergic to it, so is everybody else. We don't want nothing to fucking do with it. So you want to play a stupid fucking game? You're going to get a stupid fucking prize. You get what you give. Okay, guys. That's going to be it for the hunt. Now, I know that we didn't do super crazy like this morning, but we still did epic. I mean, I believe we got 3 or 4 NIFCs. We got a few airs. We got this nice little cutting job air, but got a 70. This thing is just gonna go in endangered species. Whoever the fuck did that, it's gonna. They got a brand. They got a fucking tramp stamp on their fucking back. Absent sex. Doesn't even matter if they're a boy or girl. They got a tramp stamp that's that. And when I find them, I'm gonna fucking carve it in them. If they don't already got it, because that's just ignorant. You don't do that to coins. All right, we got 3 NIFCs right there. 4. I don't know what happened to that, but this, I'm telling you, I believe this is an error that we found. It reminds me of my very first error. So, like I said, we're going to put it off to the side. Only this one was, overstamped and cut. So, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. It will behave. Oh, because the back's perfect. I think that's why they made them to circulation, because they don't be pulling their airs either. They don't do that because this shit's made on mass production scale. You got operators, and then you got quality control monitors that come by, and they check it out every 10, 15 minutes, make sure there's enough grease in there, it's running the right way, planchets and the dies ain't worn out, shit like that. But yeah, let's go back to, because we will be doing, you're damn right, Cherry. Much love. Hiya, Cherry. Hiya. Wah, 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 wah. Let's go back to my daughter's first box of what she pulled out. Couldn't believe she fucking did this. She fucking went berserk. Out of 1 box of pennies, she was just going for the old skis. So we're just going to x-ray spec them all the way. Just so you guys can see up close and personal with this. I'm going to start with the wheats. She loves collecting the wheat pennies. One of them, she got even a proof. Got 58 dun-dun-dun there. She got this all out of 1 box, guys, mind you. I showed it in the beginning. Cherry is a big penny lover. She's and so am I, but she loves them. She's a big penny enthusiast, and like I said, if you don't respect the fucking penny, you don't respect any coin, because without the penny, no other coin would exist. Matter of fact, the half penny, the 2.5 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. You know what I'm saying? Without those coins, none of the bigger ones would exist. So if you don't have respect for the penny, you don't have respect for any coin. But these are the ones that my daughter found in a box last night, because like I said, she wants to start doing what I'm doing. What I think is cool is right here with this one. Yeah, a little die break constitutes to being an error, and with it being a wheat coin, that's pretty epic. That's almost like a fucking mint mark almost. This one, she's told, this is a 1937. $56. $42. I mean, she fucking just. And I believe this is I believe this one is one of the healthier ones. I mean, it's full detail. 57. What about that Indian head that we yanked from our very first box on here? Think I should get that graded? It's an 1888. 48, Denver. Yeah, I'd keep them if I were you. You might have something. That's a healthy one. Look at this natural toner. I can't believe she found that in the box with all these other ones. Fucking natural toner. God, I love it. People love the natural toning. That shit's better than sex. Love that natural toning. 58 Denver. $48 proof. NIFC. I was like, damn, you really fucking hit the ground running and didn't look back, huh, kid? Yeah, that one I think I'm going to get graded for. Just like her 1912 Barber Diamond, immaculate condition we found while we were relic hunting about a month ago. We're out looking for bottles and cans, and she finds a fucking Barber Diamond, damn near mint condition. All you gotta do is go to the community page and look at the posts. You'll see it in there. And everything I'm showing you, she found in one box. I was like, damn. This one's almost like a die clash. If you look a little bit, you can see the etching of 53 Denver. Now, this is where she got me. This is where she got me, though, right here. Because here's some true NIFC she found. Because these totally ain't intended for our circulation. It's they foreign, but they sell NIFC. Because they're not for our circulation. So when you find it, you just have to. Whoa, here we go. Loving the natural toning on this 84. But this is where she got me, man. This is where she got me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn. Here we go, guys. This is where it gets scary. This is just another one, 83. But this is where it gets scary, because you're going to see like 3 different variants from this point. $64. Absent crown. And then right here, this is where she got me. Couldn't fucking believe it. And how healthy it is, too. King George V. And I was like, damn, kid, we pulled a King George too, Penny, but you got the small one, we got the big one. I was like, I can't believe she did that. So she really hit it hard. She hit that motherfucker hard. Real hard. But for her to find these in there too, along with those wheats, I was like, damn, you really did it. Because, this is a King George V penny. But this is France. $19.15. So that's King, this is 1932 though. But yeah, she killed it on them. She fucking smoked it. But no, right here. This is one of our massive gobstoppers, 17th century. Napoleon III. Here, make it easier for you. And when they made these in 3 different kinds. This is 5 francs. You're damn right there's love for... If you ain't got no love for half cents, yeah, you have to, because without it, you wouldn't have the penny. Without the penny, you wouldn't have the 2, 3, 2.5, 3, nickels. You're not a true coin enthusiast if you don't love the half cent. But yeah, when it came to this bad boy, we had to look into it. They made this in 3 different compositions. This is 5 francs. Or 10, I don't know, something like that. But they made it in bronze, silver, and gold strikes. We ended up hitting a bronze. Wasn't looking for it, but a true NIFC, and it's historic. What's funny is when I first felt it, and it was an ender too. They thought it was a Chuck E. Cheese coin to get you to the back room to fight the final boss, but once I seen Napoleon III and Emperor, I was like, oh fuck. Then I seen that year, and I was like, oh real yeah, 17th century. Ain't no getting around that shit. But yeah, guys, we fucking killed it today. We always do. We picked up where we left off last morning. This morning, I mean, or yesterday morning, I should say. But here, anybody who doesn't ever seen a war nickels, or if you find any nickels that look like this, the last 4 years of World War II, guys, they needed nickel really bad. So they pulled 35% of the nickels out of normal nickels after they did their normal strikes, and then what they did was they filled it with 35% silver. And how you'll know you'll have one is because above Monticello there will be a letter. That letter corresponds with where it was minted out of. Okay? So if you ever get any of these, keep them. They're historic. Fuck the silver. Fuck the silver. This is not a silver hunting channel. We don't care about that. What we like is the historic significance and the variant, you know. They only did them for 4 years, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So, you got to keep that in mind, guys. Let me show you some other, right here. Right here's another air. This was my second air I yanked. Y'all seen my very first air. You know. That was my very first air I yanked, so this one's totally going in. But this was my second one. And this one's a die clash, die break. So this is totally going into this is my second one though. Yeah, this is a die clash. This is a compound error. Compound errors when you got two or more errors going on at the same time on this coin. And obviously you can see the die breaks in it, but the die clashing coming through on both ends is what, you know, compounds it and makes it, you know, what it is. Oh, we got some jumpers. Nothing to get into twisted about. They were just bored with life and wanted to die. But yeah. That one's going to get talking to. You're damn right. Only thing that we care about in here is manatees. Saving northern yaks and the bats and the babies and the birds and bleeds will make you behave and fucking believe. That's why I tell y'all. If you're on here acting cool, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. It only applies if people don't behave. But like, here's a couple ones that we yanked from the last hunt. Not the last hunt, but like the last box that we went through. This one, oh god, this one's totally going in. This is a nice fucking clean NIFC. Fucking. You know, it's really hard to find ones in an immaculate condition like this. Someone got some true toning coming through it. Whoops, my bad. Oh. But yeah. It's beautiful. That one was a decent one. This other one that we yanked with it too. Because this is a 53, I think, that I just showed you. We yanked this one. 58. This other one's a 48. And this one is going to get graded too. There's no doubt in my mind. But I'm going to be leaving it up to you guys with some. But yeah, when you find ones clean like this, it's very hard to find ones this clean. There's another fucking beautiful one, 48. I mean, you got to love it. You just got to love it. And for this year, I don't know if you guys see the die breaking happening here, but there's a few years where Denver or Philly had to hold San Francisco's water because, they're usually the ones who be doing the proofs and the strikes, but not every year. For certain years, for certain coins, Philadelphia or Denver did it just like back in the day with like your peace dollars. San Francisco did circulation strikes. It was like New Orleans and shit like that were like the rare ones. But like, yeah, you get these nice clean ones like this. You gotta take full advantage of them. Full advantage. Full advantage. But like this one right here is one I'm really scared to have done, but it's because we don't ever find it. But yeah, it was our 5th and 6th northern yaks or buffaloes, because this morning we copped our 7th buffalo. But you see those two that are real healthy? They're not all worn out. I'm telling you, this one right here is going in. Check this son of a bitch out, guys. Look at this son of a bitch. 1929 strike. It's a proof. NIFC, baby. Look how healthy it is. And this is a true NIFC. So this one's getting graded for sure, because this is the healthiest one we've ever yanked. But look at it. You'd have to be fucking brain dead not to have that graded. It's a true NIFC. There ain't no getting the fuck around it. It's inevitable, like dying or the sun coming up. You will behave. Oh, yes, you will. Or maybe I'll just let that son of a bitch mount on you. Because he's a fucking champion, Absent Wheaties. You don't be finding old-ass fucking NIFCs like this. And when you do, embrace it. Don't extort it. But yeah. Ain't that awesome? Well, how healthy it is. Man, there's only one other one on here where you can see the year. The rest of them, I mean, I'm serious. You'd have to put acetone for the etching of the year to come up. That one right there is the other one we found with it. Within 4 rolls of the last box, we cracked this one and the one I just showed you. And then this morning, we got our 7th one. But look how healthy that son of a bitch is. Like, you can't, I just can't pull it out. But like, yeah, we have key ones that we're going to be getting done. But like, that's why we do this. Is why I do it together with everybody, because if you're on here when we do this, nobody could ever take this away from you. And if you don't know, now you know, and you've learned something. Because not everybody knows everything about coins. I know I don't. But when you find old-ass healthy ones like this while you're hunting, take full advantage of it. Embrace it. Don't extort it. Don't dilute yourself like a fucking chump. Just take advantage of it, because that's a true NIFC right there. If there ever was one that we found, right there, baby. Pow to the moon, Alice. But other than that, guys, we're going to have to shut it down, because, look, we're what... I told you guys I was going to give you an hour. Look, threatening 3 now. So, like I always tell everybody, when in doubt, have faith. And remember, always, save the manatees. It's your boy, your warlord with them. Like, comment, subscribe. Bring anything that you want to the channel. Post it. Any suggestions? We take them under advisement. We're all together as one here. Everybody has a voice. All right? So if anybody wants to bring anything to the table, have at it. We're waiting. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your warlord with them. I'm out. Ooh.